Welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my videos, my station, and all of the above. I have some exciting news. My husband is part of a band. Yes, it's true. He is actually going to be in a band and is in a band and is touring as we speak. And it's called Mangalananda and Friends. And they plan to be in Los Angeles, I guess, for a week or so. And just went to one of his performances last night, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been back. I have news. Also, do some of you like to have some explanations about the different Dooney and Bourke shoulder straps and straps? I want to talk about that today. Would that help with your shopping? That's what I'm about, is helping you have discrimination about what kind of bags you're going to carry and why are they designed the way they are. I haven't seen any really comprehensive videos on this, so I thought, why not take up the charge and talk about bag handles. I have another video coming up that I'm going to do this afternoon when I get back from work. I'm not at work yet. But I wanted to say namaste and thank you to all of my YouTube subscribers. I'm sorry it's been a while. I probably am doing everything possibly wrong for having a channel. And not being on the channel enough, and also not speaking to you more often. And I apologize, but I'm probably failing across the entire spectrum when it comes to YouTube principles and how to keep your audience happy. But I'm just going to jump in and go, you know what? Life is short, and it's okay to live life and have something to share. So I don't want to waste anybody's time and just talk about just anything. I want to think it through, and I want to actually be in a place where I'm ready to go. So some of you are really being patient, and but I guess I'm just not fast-paced. So bless your hearts for being my subscribees and my subbies. I'm grateful to you, but I hope in the meantime you guys are having a wonderful life and enjoying nature and walking and thinking and praying and meditating and doing all those spiritual things too. So I support that entirely, but I do love to be helpful and just chat with my friends and just shoot the breeze about some of these interesting things. But I'm gonna have another video, and I'll give you a hint. In my last video, I bought this palette, Tartlet, in bloom, and absolutely love it. It is just made such a difference in my eye makeup. And then I forged out into Modern Renaissance, which is Anastasia of Beverly Hills, is the maker of the product brand of this palette. It is so stunning, and I just want to share it with you. Beautiful colors. There's a new palette out, Subculture, and well, I'm not going to go to it now, but you can kind of guess what my best video is going to be all about. So I'm not going to waste our time now because I'm going to talk about bags, but that's a hint. The other hint is I'm wearing the Urban Decay Criminal lipstick because I feel like a criminal. All these bags. I'm a criminal. But anyway, I'm not. But look at the packaging. Is that cute? It's called Criminal, and this is the color. So I wanted to share it with you. So my next video will be about this. I'm wearing this today. It's kind of a pink nude. And I'm going to do this right now. There is Bite Beauty Products. Has a pink pearl brilliant cream lip gloss that goes on top of this Criminal, and it makes it even more devilish. I'm sorry, but even more, what do you call it? In trouble. And it tastes so good. Goes on so smooth. Tastes like beautiful fruit. Fresh, creamy, one swipe. It's got gold, it's trichromal, it's got gold, it's got flickers, it's got, you can see it. Oh my goodness. That's the next video. Oh. Soft and silky and and it's hot today. So I got my little pillow. I want to talk to you about the handles on these Dooney and Bourke bags today. I don't have a new bag to share, but I am going to talk about handles and why they're so important, how Dooney and Bourke, Peter Dooney, designs them. I don't know why everything I'm saying is coming out wrong. It's in my head. It comes out Petter instead of Peter. Anastasia comes out in a different way. So I have to just project and not be afraid. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for your patience. The whip stitching on these handles have a practical use. They're not only beautiful, but they keep the handles structured so that the handles don't turn into little noodles. I just adore how comfortable these handles are with that whip stitching, but there's a real practical reason for having it on these satchels. The structure of the bag is important because the leather relaxes. And I know it's hard to believe when you get them and they're stiff and they're kind of wonky and they just feel like, oh my God, is it gonna fit me? Is it gonna fit my shoulders or my hands or my arms? Is the distance between the top of the handles to the bag gonna work? Well, let me tell you, there's an inside secret. The designers of leather, particularly saddles or bridles, hundreds of years, thousands of years, leather relaxes. So when a designer designs their bags, not all designers, but some, and I believe Peter Dooney does design it, where they take into consideration the relaxation of the leather so that the distance between here and here drops as the bag is used and loved. So you're going to have issues with relaxation, and so all the stitching is on this to prevent the structure from being lost, so that you have a bag in 5-10 years that's still holding up beautifully because you've got this beautiful strap just suspending it like a bridge. This looks like a suspension bridge being held up by the trusses. So the whip stitching keeps the handles from becoming sloppy noodles, coming up to here, so that there is a planned amount of drop and relaxation. So bags often new aren't going to be looking the way they are going to look in a little while. So months, years, depends on how hard you are on the bags. The whip stitching is so crucial for keeping the structure, especially for a satchel bag. You can see this. I love this. Love this aqua bag. My little pet. Anyway, this is a Dooney and Bourke medium satchel in aqua. I love the red trim on there. Don't get me started. Then you have the crossbody strap, right? Crossbody. Big hardware so that it can hold the weight when you crossbody the bag. So this is the other option, is having a crossbody strap. Now I've had some women ask me, Manette, how do you shorten the strap? Now I've seen videos on this, so this is nothing new, but I have kind of a unique way of doing it so that you don't have the straps being attached. I got to take it apart, dang, to do this. My little secret, I unbuckle it, right? In fact, you don't even have to detach this. Sorry, I'm not more coordinated. Take this, you see how it slides? Slide it up to this level. That's going to drive some of you crazy, but I pull it to one side, the little metal piece right there, where it anchors to the side of the strap. All right, push this through here. See, pull it down, pull it through the tab. Through the tab. I'm such a nut. Threw it through the tube. I want to speak, but it's not coming out. So I've got to pronounce and project. But anyway, now, does this bend? Does this, you know, kind of create a dent? It can if you use a lot of weight. Some women will actually put a hole there. I'm not willing to do that on some of my rarer bags, but you can always knead out a little dent. I've never had one, but you've got to determine your use. If you're really heavy and hard on your bags, it's not maybe a solution, so don't quote me. This may not. So anyway, I don't mean to be yelling, but I'm not able to speak. So anyway, so you pull the strap right up to there, right? Pull this through the tab. See? Can you see that? I know it looks ugly. Is it gonna break the metal piece? I guess it's possible if you're really rough. I'm not. So it's never happened to me in all the years I've had a bag, but you know, you've got to determine your own use. And if you have 20,000 pounds in a bag, you know, anything's gonna break at some point. So then I put it through the other loop. I guess they're loops, not tabs. Other loop like this. See? You just shortened it to a shoulder. Then I take this piece, weave it through here, and then you can lock it in to the tab again in the back side. You see that? If you don't see it, I apologize. Here's the back side. Okay? And you just squinch it in there. Now, you don't even have to do that if you don't want to, okay? You don't even have to do that, but it keeps it neat to have a little tab right here. The other thing is, you can do it, don't pull it through into this one. Go over past it, go over past it. This is probably easier on your leather. Then catch the loop under here, right? And then pull it through. That's probably the better way to do it. Okay, so this can be, you see, that'll spread. If you use the tab over both, it'll make it even neater. But you do stretch the loop a little bit, having it go through 1, 2, 3 levels of leather. So some women just don't mind the gap that's here. Okay, can you see that? There we go. Then, why is this a better direction? Because the other option is to have, the only other way to do it is have 2 pieces of metal joining on one side, and then what they do is they rub against each other, and I don't want that. That'll ruin the metal and the gold will come off. So that's why I don't do it that way. But here's a strapping issue that I've been asked about, and I wanted to share that with everyone and to coordinate, but really fast. So that's how I shorten my babies, like that. Can you see that? How it's looped in, how it comes over, and the tab is to one side. Some women put a hole there. Once you do that, then you have to disclose it if you resell, right? So I don't like to do that. This bag has some strappage. You see the stitching right up the center is to give it structure so it doesn't stretch too much. This is the Flynn blush, which I've been adoring. And I've had someone ask me to compare this bag, this Barlow, with the Flynn. You see the difference in size? This is much more of a tote, almost, than this. Okay? Difference in size. This length between here and here is longer on the Flynn. Can you see that? Than the Buckley. It's not Buckley, Barlow. Between the Barlow. What I wanted to show you though, very important, this bag is designed to drop, and a lot of women don't realize that. These braids allow drop over years so that it stretches up in a beautiful way. It's not only a beautiful detail, but allows for some structure but also give like a braid does. You know how you pull a braid and it drops down? Now it may take a while, but this will allow the distance, and Dooney planned that, between this and this will become at least 1.5 inches longer over time. Leather really does drop and relax and stretch. So the designer has to keep that in mind so that you have a bag that you love years later. So it always comes a little tight first. So I just wanted to share that with you. Here's another strap that everybody loves. Right? Beautiful, gorgeous. But look how it's got a double leather strap stitching on it. That's to hold its shape. This one is not meant to give too much because this hobo already gives a ton. So they put a stiffer strap on a more relaxed bag. All right? On a structured bag, they want give in the strap. That's the secret. Okay? So I'm going to end this video right now so it doesn't go too long, and I will finish in the next video and explain some more. Love you. Bye. Namaste.